I need to go get mine done. That's literally what I said. I was like, yeah, I need that. I need to go get that. Hey you guys, what's poppin'? What's good? It's your girl Simone, aka the Black Queen, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Okay. If you're new to my channel, sis, what's poppin'? If you're a return subscriber, sis, what's good? So on my channel, I talk about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, social work, entrepreneurship, a whole array of things. So you will have a great time here. So make sure you subscribe with your girl, okay? So in today's video, we will be talking about why I decided not to get a BBL. I always wanted a BBL, and I'm being really vulnerable right now. I know we're living in a world where everybody's very like judgmental, and so social media pictures and aesthetics and how we look, all these types of like things that I kind of like factoring in, right? And this kind of influenced a girl. Like, this influenced me being a therapist, me being a social worker, me understanding, me being a millennial, there we go, me being a 1994 baby, growing up in Queens. All these, like, all these factors kind of impacted me. Growing up on Nicki Minaj, like, all this kind of impacted me, right? And I really wanted to get a BBL. But before I really get into the nitty gritty of the story, I want to play a video with my partner shopper, Michael Todd Beauty. So I have a partnership with them. I have their, oh my God, I thought I brought it with me. Here we go. I'm partnering with them using their double blading tool. I mean to tell you guys, I love this tool because it really helps me with working on my skin. And I just came back from Nigeria. If you haven't watched any of my Nigerian vlogs, go check those out. But I just came back from Nigeria a couple of weeks ago, and my skin was looking absolutely crazy. Okay. So this kind of really helped. This and a whole bunch of other products is what really helped me kind of get my skin somewhat clear. It helps with removing the peach fuzz, the dryness of it all, and just exfoliating. So I really recommend you guys grab this if you're having like, issues with your skin. Use my code, the Black Queen 20 at checkout, okay? So, and also let me play a partnership with the Michael Todd Beauty right now so you guys can kind of see how that works. Hey working girls, so I'm working on improving my skincare, and I love using my Sonic Smooth by Michael Todd. This is a product that helps me remove all the little peach fuzz on my face, leaving my skin feeling so smooth and so clean. You use the product in a downward motion. Make sure you grab this today and use my code, the Black Queen 20 at checkout. Okay guys, so that was the video. So that's just demonstrating how to actually use the double blading tool on your skin, right? So let's get into it. Like I said, in 2019, like, I was really self-conscious about my body. I've always had a flat stomach, right? I've always had a flat stomach. I was never really like a heavy girl, because I'm honestly like, this is like something that I'm a little uncomfortable to share, but I'm gonna share. I'm not a person that really enjoys eating food. Like, if you ever hang out with me in real life, I always like to drink a lot of coffee or have like an apple or banana with me in the morning time, and I go and I usually won't eat until the evening. I really just don't like chewing my food. So and that, I think that's another reason why I don't gain as much as, like, I don't gain a lot of weight. It's because I'm not a person like, oh my God, let's go out to brunch. I'm not one of those types of girls. I'm one of those girls like, let's go get a coffee. Let's go talk about our goals. Make sure you guys go grab my goals ebook. But let's go talk about our goals. Let's go do something. I'm not like a eater type of girl, right? And I'll try to look for some videos or like photos of me. Like, if you guys go on my Instagram and you scroll all the way down, you'll see what type of body type I've had. Like, it's never really changed, right? Anywho, so yeah, like I said, back in 2018, I was living in New York City. I was living in Queens. This is right before I was going to go to Howard University, and I was dating this African guy. And he kind of made me a little self-conscious, right? Even though I knew that, like, my body wasn't bad. I knew my body wasn't bad, but like, sometimes when you're younger, you're a little bit insecure. You don't have a lot of high self-esteem at that point. You was telling me, you would look nice if you had like bigger breasts or like a smaller waistline. And I was like, I would always play it off, because you don't want to look insecure in front of your boyfriend or your ex-boyfriend, whatever. You don't want to look insecure in front of people. But that always plays in the back of your head. So me and him ended up breaking up, whatever. Cool. I went to Howard, living life, just dating, doing me, going to school, doing internship, working and everything like that, getting acquainted with DC. Then the pandemic hit. In the pandemic, I still did not gain weight because I'm not one of those people that's depressed. They like to eat. I'm one of those people when I'm depressed, I don't like to eat, right? And I did get depressed during the pandemic because I graduated college during the pandemic. So I graduated college during the pandemic, and I already had money saved because I've been working since I was 17, so I always have money saved. So money is not necessarily like an issue. It wasn't an issue at that point in time, right? And so, this is during a time where I saw a lot of people were flying out. During the pandemic, everybody was flying and they wasn't supposed to be flying anywhere. But people were flying out, and I saw people getting their BBLs done. People were getting their liposuctions done. People were getting breast implants done. People were getting nose adjustments done. And I was just like, okay, I don't want to fly to Miami because if something happens to me, how's my mother and father going to get out to me? I didn't want to go to LA because it was too expensive. I didn't want to go out the country because my Spanish wasn't that great at the time, and it's still not that great. So I was just thinking about the options, right? And at the time, I was living in the DMV area. And so I had found this plastic surgeon, and I'm not going to drop her name or anything like that because I'm just not going to drop her name. But the plastic surgeon is in Silver Springs in the DMV area. I would not recommend going to them. But anyway, y'all will see why. So I was doing research about, and this is also what triggered it. This was the last thing that triggered it. One of my friends that I went to Howard with me, she went to the Howard School of Social Work. She had also gotten her BBL too. And, she was one of those girlies that, like, you could tell she got a BBL done. She didn't have a big butt. She didn't have a small waistline. So when she got off the table and started to put her file on and I saw her in person, I was just like, nah, I need to go get mine done. That's literally what I said. I was like, yeah, I need that. I need to go get that. And so I automatically went on a hunt search. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't call my sister. I didn't call my brothers. I didn't call nobody. I said, you know what? I want to go get the surgery. I didn't call my boyfriend at the time. I was like, I'm going to go get the surgery. So I'm literally searching, looking for somebody in the DMV area. And I found this plastic surgeon, whatever. And like I said, I'm not going to mention her name. Found a plastic surgeon. And her work, and this is one thing. If you decide to go get a BBL or any type of plastic surgery, do what you want to do. It is your life. However, if something in the back of your mind is just like, don't do it, don't do it. I'm begging you, don't do it. Like, listen to that little woman intuition, that little person in the back of your head. Please listen to them, right? So let me explain to y'all. So, like I said, I was so pressed on getting the plastic surgery. I was so pressed on getting the BBL because I really wanted my waistline to look snatched. And I was so tired of working out. I was so tired of waist training. Even though when you get the BBL, you still have to waist train. Like, that's what they really don't tell you. You have to wear that waist trainer for at least 2 to 3, I want to say, years. And on top of that, I took what is it called? I took 2 courses. So I took a body contouring course because at one point in time I really wanted to be a body contourist, and I still think I want to do because I'm licensed. I'm actually licensed in that. This is a fun fact about me if you're new to my channel. I'm licensed. I'm a licensed body contourist, whatever. I just don't practice. So I took that training, and then I also took the lymphatics training. So when girls get off the table, I can do their massages. Because like I said, I wanted to at one point open up something along that line. But anywho. Where was I at? So yeah, I was Googling. I found a plastic surgeon. I went in. I did the consultation. The consultation went pretty smooth. However, okay, so the consultation went smooth. I paid a deposit. I paid a deposit of $1,500 because in total my surgery was like It was like $5,500. I put $1,500 down. So, I didn't tell my mother and father until a couple of months later because I put the deposit down in June of 2021, and I was going to get my surgery March 1st, right? And this was going to be before I got my license, my social work license. So, the new year goes, I go to Cameroon, I come back, whatever. And something was just telling me, I just wasn't feeling comfortable because the doctor wasn't checking up on me. The doctor wasn't emailing me or nothing like that. It's just that she took the $1,500 and I didn't hear from her. So, and I'm just like, I'm about to have the surgery in a couple of weeks or a month, whatever. And mind you, it's January, maybe January 7th, right? And nothing. I haven't heard nothing from them. So I called them and everything like that, whatever. And I'm just like, hey, this is Simone. what's going on with this process, everything like that. They're like, oh, they like as if it was just like, you know, oh yeah, here, you know, this is no, this is like my body, like this is serious, like this is something that I felt like in November or October they should have been contacting me. And mind you, like I said, when I gave the lady the $1,500, something was telling me, Simone, this is not something that you should be doing right now. But I did not listen to myself. So listen. So I ended up, you know, they called me, whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool. And by this time, I already taken a body contouring class and I already taken the not the body contour. I took the lymphatics drainage. So I'm like, okay, cool, because I wanted to be aware about what my body was about to go through, right? What I was gonna go through mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, all those things. So after I got off the phone with the receptionist and she was just telling me all the things that I had to do, they had sent me an email of all the paperwork because she was I don't want to say she was a new doctor, but she was kind of like a new doctor, right? And that was kind of like a red flag to me because I was looking on her Instagram. She didn't have a lot of photos, one. But in person, she was telling me all the stuff that she was able to do. Like everything in person when I did the consultation was sounded so good. She was gonna sculpt me right, everything like that. She was gonna get rid of my muffin top. She was gonna reduce my waistline, lift my butt, everything like that. Cause I didn't need, in my personal opinion, this is what the doctor told me too, that I didn't really need extensive surgery because my foundation was pretty okay, right? But like I said, when I went on her Instagram, I wasn't really liking the pictures. And then her website, I was looking at her website. I wasn't really feeling comfortable with it. I was comparing her websites to other doctors. I was comparing her pictures to other doctors. And then also another red flag to me, so that was like my second or third red flag, was that I was looking at people's foundations, right? A lot of her clients' original foundations of their body shape were, none of them look like mine, right? A lot of the clients or the patients had bigger stomachs. Like their foundation was like, I don't know. I'm trying to watch the words that I use. Their foundations weren't good, right? Because you know, before you get your BBL surgery, if you're like extremely obese, they tell you that you have to drop a certain amount of weight. They didn't tell me I had to drop any weight or anything like that. They said I was actually at perfect weight. I just had to boost up my blood cells because I'm anemic, right? But like I said, a lot of the women, they had like heavier stomachs or they had like a lot of extra skin. Like it was nobody's body shape that looked like mine. And I'm just like, how am I certain that this doctor can achieve the goals that she's saying? And I don't see anybody's body type that she's actually worked on that looks like mine originally without being touched, right? And that was just a red flag to me. Like that was just like my biggest one. Like that had really, I don't know, that had really like made me nervous, right? And then I also, like I said, I took a body contouring class, and the professor, Miss Wendy, who's like this lady, if y'all ever meet Miss Wendy, she has what a business she has. She has Titan Body Bar. I love her. Like she is what I want to be when I get her age. Like what I mean to tell you, if you want to see a fly ass black woman, married, children are doing amazing, she looks amazing, you need to follow her. I'll put her information down in the description box below. You guys can check her out. But she was just also telling me like, go with your first gut. Like she was really educating me, right? And my doctor wasn't educating me. They would just send me the forms. You know, I was telling them, I was expressing them my concerns about my anemia, whatever. And also, this is another thing. So I told my doctor, I said, hey, I am anemic. My blood count is low. So I even had to do a physical. I submit them the paperwork. They were like, yeah, your blood count is low. I told them because of the religion that I practice, I cannot have blood transfusions, right? And I expressed this to her during the consultation. She was like, oh, there won't be no need for that. This is that and the third, right? So turn around right before I'm about to get surgery and everything like that. She goes and said, you know, it is a possibility, like, you know, surgery is really risky. And I'm just like, okay, I understand surgery is really risky, but this is not what you told me before I put down the $1,500 deposit. So that was another red flag, right? And by at this point that I'm having this conversation, I literally probably only owed the doctor, I want to say about $500. So I probably paid the I paid the doctor at that point like $5,000, whatever, for my BBL surgery, right? And so when she had said that, like I said, like that really pushed me over the edge type of thing. So I was just like, yeah, this is not gonna fly. Like it's too many red flags. I had a red flag when I first paid. My body contouring professor, she was telling me, you know, certain stuff that was bringing up red flags with the doctor. The Instagram pictures, the website. her previous clients, and now the blood transfusion. And I'm like, this wasn't expressed to me or articulated to me before I paid. And so thank God. And this is the other thing, because the doctor was new, there was certain paperwork that I did not sign, right? So this is how I was able to get my $1,500, how much I got back, $555 back, 5,500. There we go. This is how I was able to get my 5,500 back, because there was certain paperwork that I did not sign. Because when you do go get your BBL, or when you do go sit for a consultation right before you pay, there's a whole bunch of paperwork, right? I did not sign a whole bunch of paperwork. That's how I also knew that the doctor was kind of janky. And like I said, I'm not going to mention the doctor's name because maybe they've gotten a little bit better. This was back in 2021. It's 2023 now that I'm making this video. I'm not even talking about it, whatever. But I want you guys to learn from me, right? Listen to yourself. Listen to your female or your woman intuition. If something is telling you to don't do something, don't do it. Listen to the wisdom and discernment that God has given you, and listen to your big sis. Like, listen to yourself, right? And I was pretty devastated, right? So I was able to get my money back because I just told her, like, hey, I'm really not comfortable. And I didn't even get my money back 2020, right? I got my money back 2022 because I told her I was pushing the surgery back, right? And then I just realized something clicked that said, "Simone, this is not the right doctor for you." So I got my money back 2022 April. Because I drove down to Silver Springs, Maryland, and I got my money back. And it was really no problem either. They wasn't even going back and forth with me. I called them. I said, hey, I can't do the surgery because my blood count. I'm not willing to put my life on the line like that, whatever. Cool. But what I really want you guys to learn from me in this story is just really listen to yourself, right? Listen to your female intuition. If something is telling you don't do something, don't do it. Also, I know everybody says this, guys, because I watched so many BBL and liposuction videos, because I was also considering getting lipo and not a BBL. Do your research on the doctor. I was so like, I want to get the BBL, I want to get the BBL, I want to get the BBL, that I convinced myself that I did the research, right? Because I felt like she was an African doctor. Board certified. She had all these certifications and everything like that. She didn't have any deaths or anything like that. So I felt like that was enough for me. And me looking back now, that wouldn't be enough for me to go sit on a table, cut my body open, and it's a 50-50 chance that I won't wake up. And like I said, this kind of like devastated me because I really, really, really wanted the BBL. And until this day, I kind of still do. Because, like, I want a nice silhouette. I'm 28 years old. I want to look nice, right? You only get one body, take care of it. But I'm taking care of my body now. So now I have a trainer. I get like every week I get 2 body contouring sessions with a local body contourist in my area. I watch what I eat now. I drink a lot of water. Like, I always have water with me. I still don't eat as much because I don't have like a big appetite, whatever. I'm also using a lot of like skin products to keep my skin looking youthful and everything like that. So yeah, that's kind of just like my story. But like I said, if you guys are still wanting to get your BBL surgery, sis, I support it. Just be careful. And just really make a pros and cons list, right? And like I said, do your research, because there were so many red flags that I saw during my process. And I did not listen to myself, but I'm so happy that, I don't know, I'm so happy that I started to wake up and really pay attention and be like, am I really willing to risk my life just to look good? Which sometimes I'm like, but I'm happy I didn't do it. I was able to save myself $5,500, and now I have a trainer. And so I hope by the end of this year, right? So it's February 2023, and I'm hoping by the end of this year, because let me not say that. I hope by the end of this year, when y'all see me in a swimsuit picture, that you guys will see what I see. Like, see something that I'm actually happy and proud of, right? Because like I said, I'm not really heavy, I'm not really fat. You can go check out full body pictures on my Instagram. But I'm just really hoping that I'll be able to achieve my body goals, because I think this is a lifelong commitment. And I'm not a lazy person. I'm not a person that like usually takes the easy road on things. I'm very disciplined. I used to be a student athlete, so I'm really, really disciplined. I used to be in a swimming tennis team in college, so I'm really, really disciplined. So I'm really excited to see this fitness and lifestyle change in this lifestyle journey. And like I said, I'll be documenting it on here on YouTube, on TikTok, on social media, on Instagram. So make sure you guys follow me on all social media platforms. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys had a good time here, and I hope you guys learned something for those that are considering plastic surgery. And so yeah, that's really it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next YouTube video.